Experiencing culture shock isn't something I ever thought that would happen, but it is exactly what happened to the small town girl when she traveled through Memphis on her way to Atlanta, Georgia. My boyfriend and I were traveling to Atlanta to trade our 1999 Tahoe for a 1986 Chevrolet Suburban. Um, the trip started out okay until we hit Hardy, Arkansas, where we started having some problems with the Tahoe cutting out and missing. So we turned around and went and found O'Reilly's and replaced the cap and rotor because we had had problems with that before, and it fixed the problems that we were having. So we continued on our way. Um, we made it to Memphis without any noticeable problems, no missing and backfiring like it was doing on the way to Hardy. So we stopped at O'Reilly's in Memphis because he wanted to fix a few things that he wasn't happy with. He's a mechanic, so if he's not happy with it, he's got to fix it. So he sends me inside O'Reilly's to get a hammer, which they loan me with no problems, and go outside. And while he's working on the Tahoe, I'm watching all the people come and go, and not thinking anything of it because I'm so used to doing that. He gets finished, gives me the hammer. I try to take it back in, but the door won't open. I looked, made sure it wasn't past closing time. It wasn't, which I didn't think it was. So I go and get him, and he starts laughing at me, and of course I don't know why. And we get back to the door, and he said, "You need to knock. They probably lock the doors at dark." I was like, "Why would they lock the doors at dark?" He said, "Because it's a more crime-ridden city. They do that to protect themselves. I've lived in Mountain Home since 1986, so I'm not used to that kind of thing." So we return the hammer, and he takes me to go get something to eat, where they have bars on the drive-thru window, and that surprised me. So I had quite a bit of culture shock just traveling to Memphis. We traveled on through to Atlanta with no problems and no more culture shock for me. We made it back home with no problems, and it was a very eye-opening trip for me as far as different cultures and what you have to do in different big cities and stuff. It is not a trip I will ever forget, that's for sure.